Hello Pisces, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Pisces. How are you? How are you, my friends? How are you after this full moon and eclipse and all of that energy? Tell me how it's going for you in the comments. I'd love to hear it. I'm a Pisces moon. I'm part of your water family, right? And it was pretty tough for me. Tell me how these things are working out for you. So we've come through one of the biggest eclipses, right? It was a full moon. It was a harvest moon. It was a super moon, and it was also a partial lunar eclipse. So it's a lot of energy, and it changes a lot of things. So that's what this reading is about, Pisces. We're going to look at how things are now going to change going into the future, and we're going to look into the week ahead is what we're going to do here. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So if you've been feeling stuck, Pisces, I feel like if you're the one who felt the shift, because not everybody will, not everybody's ready to feel the shift. So if you're one of the people who did feel this shift, I feel like if you've been stuck, you won't be stuck much longer, my friend. This eclipse was affecting the mutable and cardinal signs the most. Finally gave the fixed signs a break. This is a doozy. It was very cathartic. We'll be cleaning out things for months to come, right? So it was a moon in your sign, right? Facing fears and traumas, bringing those things to the surface. It could be a very dramatic time coming up as we're cleaning out energies of our soul room, right? Tell me about Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? What is coming up? What are the changes that are coming up for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? We've got the South Node. It says, don't let your past hold you back. And so the South Node is about the past life. And so sometimes, and especially like, it is the past life energy, but it is about whatever you've done in the past, right? So the South Node is about the past. So don't let whatever you've done in the past hold you back. But, you might want to look up your South Node and see what it is. There is a calculator. If you want to calculate your South Node, you can do that just through a calculator online, and it will tell you what your South Node is, and then you just look it up. What does it mean to have your South Node in? Mine's in Libra, whatever yours is, and it'll tell you all about your the past life and how you were in the past life, and you'll see how that relates to you trying to fix those things in the life you're in right now. Tell me more about Pisces, please. We've got a win-win outcome is forecast for you. I like that. It says a full moon in Libra. I just mentioned Libra, and Libra appears. So I do feel like there is some sort of situation that you're going to have a win on in the week ahead, and I feel like it's something that maybe you're mastering or remastering something from your past. I feel like you're making it right or you're mastering it. I think that's what your change is that's coming up. We have time for healing. I love it. So you are healing some past situations, and you will do that within yourself, I feel. It's not like you have to face somebody and heal a past situation. I feel like it's past life energy. So if you were someone who served people until you died, then maybe this is a time to take back your power and do it on your own and stop serving people. I'm not saying that that's you, but it could be a situation like that. So I feel like right now your changes that are coming up is you're going to be resolving things from the past life or from the past. Tell me what else is coming up for Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got regret. Okay, so maybe you do have a little bit of regret about things that went on in the past. I feel like you're reconciling those things in the future energies here, probably through to the end of the year. It says regret. I know that I cannot change the past. So that's a message for somebody. I really do feel that somebody here is struggling to let go of something or struggling to make something right that went on in the past. Look, you cannot correct the past, Pisces. You just cannot. The only thing you can really do is let go of it. Unless your past comes to see you in the present, there's really nothing that you can do about it, right? I feel whatever it is, that you are going to have a win over this regret. That's what it feels like here. And then we have guilt. So you're going to have a win over guilt and regret. Guilt says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Yes, that's a pretty good comment, isn't it? So it feels like you're putting things to bed, I feel, in the week ahead here. It's a time for healing for you. It's about letting go of things, right? Full moons are always about the release. It's always about the end of a chapter. So I feel like you are letting go. What you're releasing is guilt and regret of things that didn't work out the way you thought that they should. does feel like that kind of energy for you. It's a relationship for sure. It says, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So I feel like you're sifting through the energies, it feels like, sifting through friendships, sifting through relationships of any kind, love relationships, friendships, platonic, family. I feel like it's a time for you to heal, and you're letting go of this. A win-win is forecasted for you, and I feel like you need to stop feeling regretful for whatever has happened in the past, because you're never going to be able to change it, right? All right. Let's look at some tarot for you here, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you are interested in joining us over at the membership area, it is open. There is a link in the comment that is below this video. And also, I still do have a sale on. Readings are up to $20 off, and you'll find that information in the pinned comment as well. Tell me about Pisces, please. It says, don't let your past hold you back. We do bring into this life influences from the last life, things we've learned, things we wanted to hold on to. We've got the Eight of Swords in the reverse. I love that. Don't let your past hold you back. I feel like I'm talking to somebody here who is someone who had a hard time making decisions back there. That maybe you just let people do what they're going to do. Maybe some of them walked over you. Maybe some of them used you. But I feel like with the Eight of Swords in the reverse that you're no longer obsessing about those past situations. I feel like you're now realizing that there's no point in me thinking about it because there's nothing that I can do to change it. It really is just an acceptance of what went on back there. It taught you a lesson. Take the lesson and move forward. Tell me about regret. I know that I cannot change the past. It's sort of interesting that the South Node's about the past and that the regret comes up. Not being able to change the past. I feel like you're gaining wisdom. Yeah, it's a realization or wisdom. There's nothing I can do about that back there. I need to release my thought pattern. I need to stop obsessing about the thing that didn't go right. The relationship, the marriage, the friendship, the job that maybe you either got let go of or you quit. It feels like you got to stop thinking about those things. Stop being in regret about them. What are you going to win? What are you winning in the week ahead? We've got, I like it, the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles, of course, is about throwing seeds of intention. It's about picking the intention. You have to make the intention, you have to pick the path, and then you have to commit to nurturing yourself on that path. It also is about waiting. I feel like you waited quite a while before you decided you wanted to do this to get in balance. We've got full moon in Libra here, but it does feel like with the Seven of Pentacles that I feel like you're really ready to put the hard work in because you know it's going to bring a good yield, I want to say. A win-win outcome is forecast. So if you are finally letting go of whatever's in the past because of the wisdom that you've gained, I feel like you're in the right place and you should continue to nurture that. It might be some hard work, but I feel like you're going to win. Tell me about the guilt. Tell me about the guilt. You release any beliefs that no longer assist in your soul's growth. It is a time for healing. We do have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. And I feel like you're sort of open to the universe. Like, I feel like the guilt is what kept you from being the happiest that you could be. And it says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist my soul's growth. That does feel like a release. When it's in the upright, the Nine of Cups is happiness and wish fulfillment. And I feel like you were kind of bogged down, I want to say. It's like you were being held down by this energy of guilt. And so I feel like you're letting go of guilt and regret in the week ahead. Things are going to become a little lighter for you here. And I feel like it feels like I'm talking to a soft soul, somebody who is, probably a Pisces rising or a Pisces, maybe a Pisces sun or moon. It does feel like that energy. And no matter where it comes up, you are a soft soul, right? And depending on what you have in your moon and your rising, it might be easy for people to sort of take advantage, I would say, because you really don't want to rock the boat, right? Tell me about the Eight of Swords in the reverse, and don't let your past hold you back. It's time to get out of this obsessive thought pattern here. We do have the Eight of Pentacles. It's time to work on the self. This is self-mastery, right? Doing something and becoming really good at it, becoming the subject matter expert. And what better way to become the subject matter expert than to become the expert on you, right? So I feel like the Eight of Pentacles is telling me it's time to put in some hard work. We do have a couple of eights here, though. Eights are always about the self. We've got the Page of Pentacles. It's going to lead you to confidence. So letting go of things that you've been overthinking and starting to work on yourself in the Pentacle world, getting stability, getting really good at something. I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, this is the beginning of your confidence in the self, saying, you know what, I'm not going to terrorize myself about those things that didn't work out back there. I'm no longer going to feel regret or guilt about it here. You're detaching from the past. I love it. You're detaching from this obsessive thinking. So I don't know what it is for you, but it does feel like there is some sort of obsessive thinking, and it feels like you are finally releasing that under this full moon. So that is what is going to change for you, probably for the rest of the year. I feel like this eclipse was setting the stage for whatever is going to, like, it's like the cleanup cruise here now, right? Things are going to be cleaned up until the end of the year here. Tell me about the Hermit here. Because I feel like you have come to the wisdom or the realization that you can't change the past. And that's why the Eight of Swords is in the reverse. We do have the Six. I love it. Look, it's beautiful. You're just going to move on. You've gotten the wisdom. You've had a realization. It's like you found your light. You've healed yourself with the Star. That is card number 17 in the Major Arcana. That's the star that's in the lamp. And so we do have the Six of Swords, and it tells me that you decide, I'm going to the softer water. I'm no more in this choppy water business. There's no point in me staying here in this energy. And I feel it's because you are growing, because you're working on yourself with the Eight of Pentacles. We do have the Ten of Cups. It brings you happiness. I love it. And victory here. I feel like you are just ready to step over the finish line. I want to say that maybe this is a process you started already, but I feel like in the week ahead that you're going to become very solid and very confident about what you're doing is right, that you're finally, this is the last cut. You're finally letting it go. So I feel like you're going to have victory over regret. I feel like you're going to have happiness. We've got the Ten of Cups here, which is the ultimate apex of happiness. And it's because you've decided to finally move on from something you've been carrying with you for a while. So the win-win outcome that is forecast here is balance. It's Libra, right? It's things working out in your favor or being said in your favor. Libra is justice, right? So we've got the Seven of Pentacles, and I feel like you've decided to leave this behind, and now you're picking a new path here because the seeds of intention are in your hand. It's time to throw the seeds of intention in the next direction that you will go, and then nurture the path that you're on. We do have the World card. I like it. So you definitely have closed off, or will be closing off in the week ahead. You'll be closing off this chapter here. This is quite a milestone for you because I feel like you're somebody who takes everything to heart, possibly. And I feel like it's the world energy is telling me, because it's all fixed energy, right? Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, that the fixed signs always move very slow toward a goal. And so I feel like it's taken you a long time to get here, but I do believe in the week ahead you will be experiencing some sort of a shift of energy here, because you are finally just letting go of the energy in the past. Yeah, you're closing the door on heartbreak, closing the door on waiting. You're not waiting any longer here. And we've got the Judgment card. I love it. It's really a really powerful reading for you, because when the majors show up, the Major Arcana shows up, it's all about change, right? You're going to be experiencing a lot of change in the week ahead. So we do have the Hermit energy, and it starts with you coming to the wisdom of, I can disconnect anytime that I want. I'm in charge. I'm the person who's the captain. I'm the captain of the ship. I can take the ship wherever it's going to go. So I feel like this Judgment energy here, as I feel like you are resurrecting something here, but it does feel like it's your it feels like it's your self-esteem or your confidence, feeling very confident about the next steps that you're taking here to close doors that you had left open for a while for whatever reason. And I feel like you go from this heartache or heartbreak, closing the door, picking a new path, and making decisions that send you on a brand new trajectory of your life. It's like you're taking a brand new path, and you don't realize it, but you are. I feel like you are. Tell me about this guilt here. I feel like the Nine of Cups in the reverse is a release. It does feel like this is a release. You're releasing anything that doesn't fit your soul's growth, but I feel like it's guilt. No more guilt about what you couldn't do. No more guilt about relationships, soulmates. No more guilt about all the healing that you've done. Look at this. We've got 3 more arcana here, major arcana. So we do have a moment of alchemy. And whenever I see the Temperance card and the Libra is here together, it does feel like a shift of energy. It's like one day you go to sleep thinking, oh, I wish I could have done better with that. But then you wake up, you come to the realization that if I feel bad, I'm just gonna go to bed and I'll try again tomorrow. And I feel like that's the shift of the mind here, the star, right? It feels like it's a shift of healing, that you've decided that, there are relationships back there that maybe didn't work out. Maybe they were soulmates, but I can't deal with them. I can't deal with the guilt. I've got to release it. So this really is a time for healing for you. I really love it. We do have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Wands. And we do have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you've come to some sort of great realization that boundaries, there really is a value in boundaries, because boundaries are the promises that we keep to ourselves, right? We keep promises to ourselves. If so-and-so comes up and tries to lay their guilt on me or tries to get me to feel badly about something from the past, I'm just going to keep them behind the boundaries and say, look, I'll give you reciprocity, but you're not going to make me feel bad about the decisions that I've made. Up to here. That's what it feels like here. It's taken you a long time to get to this place of clarity, an aha moment. Your third eye is open. We've got violet energy, violet energy, violet energy. It's like your third eye is open now, and you're like, I'm not going to feel bad about keeping you behind the boundaries, because I feel like you were giving and giving and giving and giving to people who were not giving back. And although I'm not saying that you have to get people to give back to you, there's only so much you can give before you become depleted, right? All right. I love it. That's some big changes coming up for you in the week ahead, Pisces. So I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I'm going to go, but I love you guys, and I'm out, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Bye-bye.